Hi, Scorpio. This is Jess with your weekly reading for June 20th to the 26th. I am so happy, guys. The energy is changing for the better for everyone. When I'm pulling cards and it seems, and they're good cards for Scorpio, I know the energy has changed. Because, there's just been one thing after the other with you guys. You know that. So for my Scorpios, I see that right now some of my Scorpios are in such a mental good space. I'm so happy for you guys. You're in a good mental space. You're not overthinking, over questioning. You're not trying to lift up the rug to see, the ugly muck that's left underneath. You're not looking behind the walls, the drawers. You're not looking at the closets. You're just admiring the pleasantries that are in front of you right now. You're not looking to dig deep. This week is a very light, airy, good week because my Scorpios are realizing that the world is in their hand. That whatever it is that they really want to be a reality, they can make manifest. And I feel even more so that for some of my Scorpios, particularly for those of you that was in that rift with that air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, and I was feeling very strongly it was a Libra. I feel like you guys have either forgiven them or you've been forgiven. If not, you will be by this week into next week, you will be forgiven. I feel like because you realize, you know what, there's so much more to life than to focus on these little minuscule issues with another person or a situation. And that literally runs the gamut in any area of your life. So work, love, family, day to day, whatever it is, you are looking at the bigger picture. Scorpios this week are focusing on the collective as far as what they want to manifest, what they want to do. Coming out of last week, I see that you guys have definitely been taking on a lot of creative endeavors. Some of you have heard back from jobs. So this is a really good time, guys, to get yourself out there, get your resumes out there, put yourself out there, do something different because your creative fire and flair is there. So do something different. Step out on faith. I feel like you guys are definitely putting things that literally could have brought you some disappointment. You're putting that behind you. There's a lot of happiness I feel for you guys this month. Or I'm sorry, this week. So that's good to see. And I see as far as money is concerned, now there is a new beginning for some of my Scorpios as it relates to money. So some of you have gotten a new job last week or recently. Some of you have gotten some monies as a result of a creative venture that you have begun for yourself. And I see that just that. So those new things that are starting to come in, I feel has did a 180 for my Scorpios. Like you started to see, wow, I didn't think that I was going to make money from this, or I didn't think that this was actually going to pan out for me. And then it did, or it will. And then literally like overnight, it's like, okay, I can breathe. Now I can see the forest from the trees. Now I can see my future in front of me, right? Money. Although there's some money that has come in, you guys are holding very closely to your money. I feel like even these ideas that you guys are getting, you're keeping that close. You're not really sharing your ideas with people. You're not sharing this shift and change in your perspective with others. I think that you're holding that closely as well. Which I feel is beneficial to you. You guys, I feel, have gone through the gamut, particularly with your money sector, because you have Sagittarius traveling through your second house, which is ruled by Saturn at the moment. So with this up and down, particularly with Saturn and then Mars going from your house to Scorpio's house. So your first house to your second house, bouncing all over the place. You guys have been all over the place like a ping pong as far as the finances are concerned. And I feel out of that, you've learned a valuable lesson. So although for my Scorpios, there are some gains coming in, Not a lot for a lot of you, but there are some small trickles of money that's coming in that is amounting to something. You're holding on to that, and that's good to see. You're holding on to your money, and you're being a far more practical this week. As the week leaves out, guys, you're going to get more money. There's going to be more abundance. There's going to be some type of, if it's not actual monetary, there's going to be some type of material gain that you will have as the week goes on. I want to say your money could increase about, 60%? Your money, I'm sorry, your money could increase about 50%, if not 60%. For some of my Scorpios, there's going to be some type of increase that comes your way. If it's not to that severe, I mean, we wish that would happen for everyone, right? But there will be some type of significant gain. So if you're in a client-based career, you're going to have some increase in clients. If you're doing some type of sales-based career, this is going to be a good week for you guys because you're going to see gains. If you have your own personal business, I feel like there's going to be some interest in sales and clientele and gains. You will see that. And I feel for those of you that are starting out with this new job, I feel as you start to get more acclimated with the job, this can go on up until September, but I don't feel like it's going to take that long. I feel like it's going to be within the next 9 months. Actually, it could be 9 days to 9 months. But definitely by the end of this week, for some of you, there's going to be a part of you that you're going to have significant gains, okay? Significant gains. And you're going to be financially stable. Absolutely, guys. I'm so glad to see that you guys are coming out of a 4 of Pentacles and straight into a 9 of Pentacles. So that's pretty significant gains. Absolutely. That's significant gains, if I may say so. So you guys are in your element this week. You're represented by the King of Cups. So some of my Scorpio women, you may be a little bit alpha this week. You may be coming on. You may be a little bit more alpha. I'll just say that, probably not as a feminine, but a little bit more alpha, because I feel like it applies to both. But a water sign male could be very significant in your life this week as well. I feel like earth signs are going to be the focal point here. So Virgos, Capricorns, and Tauruses. That Libra, I'm still going to stick to that Libra, but Aquarius, Gemini also, I feel like that relationship is good right now. You might be holding back a little bit. I feel like some of my Scorpios, because you know how you guys are, just because you've forgiven doesn't mean that you've forgotten. And it just takes a while. You guys are a fixed sign. It takes you some time, even though you may be speaking to them, even though, yes, you've apologized, or if you've accepted their apology, there's still a bit of a side eye, and there's still this energy of like, I'm just not ready to be 100%, and I don't know when I'm going to get there. And that's fine, because you guys are still okay. But mentally, I feel like you definitely are in a place where a lot of opportunities are coming your way. You can manifest a lot of things right now, guys. Make that happen for yourself. And this is a great week. So far, I have done several readings so far for the signs, and everyone's reading has been an absolute great reading. So energies are shifting, and for the better. And I'm so glad that my Scorpios are included in this wave of goodness. Glad to see it. Good week for you guys. The name of the game for you guys, I feel, is steady as you go. Routine, consistency, persistency, taking it one step at a time, one foot in front of the other. And you're doing that. I love that I see this slow pace of growth. It's not necessarily slow pace of growth. You're being very careful. And with that carefulness and the persistency and the consistency, abundance will be yours. Listen when I say this clearly. With practicality, being practical about the monies that you have, okay? Being very thrifty, practical, frugal, being very persistent, consistent, routine in this endeavor, work, career, more focused on your own personal endeavors, guys. Success is yours, and you will have ultimate power and control over your life. So doesn't that sound great? That is what I see. I hope that that reaches every single Scorpio out there. That's what I have for you guys this week. An amazing week for my Scorpios. Let me know how this week's works out for you guys. Comment below, thumbs up, and subscribe, because I will be back next week with another one. Take care, guys.